I thank the gentleman. Mr. Lundgren and others who have spoken are right in one respect. Yes, most of the House of Representatives voted not for the Protect America Act, but rather for a substitute that we passed, a very good piece of legislation that would indeed protect Americans, known as the Restore Act. That passed the House. It should be the law. We do not need the Protect America Act to protect Americans, the so-called Protect America Act. We do not need it to keep from going dark. But what we do need is the time and the attention to get this right. This is a serious, serious matter about protecting the safety of Americans, but also about the definition, the relationship between the people of this country and their government. There has been a fundamental shift under the Protect America Act in the relationship between the people of this country and their government. It is whether or not the government regards the ordinary American with suspicion first. Think about it. The reason this country and our liberty has survived so well is because the government understands they are subservient to the people. The government has understood that they treat the people with respect, their bosses, and do not regard them with suspicion first. To be able to seize, search, intercept without having to demonstrate to an independent judge that you know what you're doing is a sign of disrespect. It is a sign of suspicion. It is, in fact, a redefinition of the makeup of this country. So if we need time to get this right, let's take the time. We don't need the Protect America Act to keep us from going dark. And I would argue we certainly don't need it to, as they argue, protect Americans from those who would do us harm. We have offered that protection in the Restore Act. Let's get this right. And I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back the balance of his time. Gentleman from Washington.